would you like to have in office right now?
Bernie Sanders.
Okay. The biggest communist on 2 feet. You like communism? Go live in Russia if you like communism so much.
Russia's not
Have you traveled outside the United States?
no.
Okay. You need to go.
You need to
You
go
need to take the
experience
boy
the
to
world.
Mexico, see what Mexico looks like.
Hi, this is Cee for Real Progressives, and we are outside of the Trump International Hotel. And this is the continuing story of a 15-year-old activist, Birk, who is the young gentleman here. What's interesting is the contrast between the solidarity here demonstrated by this small crowd and the backdrop of the Trump International Hotel.
You walk through that hotel, you can see the greatness that he wants for this country. And I trust his decisions. I am so thankful that Obama is not in this town anymore. Well, he lives in this town, but he's not in that White House anymore because he was destroying this country. Bottom line, he wanted nothing more but to destroy this country.
You think he was actively looking to destroy? Okay.
Actively looking to destroy this country. Do you know who Saul Alinsky is?
Yes.
He was following his way to destroy a country from the inside out. And he has people like you following him, believing his lies. Where is he right now? He's off vacationing with a multi-billionaire. You think he cares about you?
You might be surprised by this. I'm actually not that big of a fan of Obama. No.
There was a lady that just passed by, and she kind of walked right by me and indicated that she paid $500 for a room here at Trump International Hotel. And she said, I paid $500 for this not to listen to this shit. And that was a direct quote. So you get that dynamic, you get that contrast between people who are inside of this building and people outside of this building.
I will give him credit for running a successful, discriminating hotel, by the way. I will give him credit for doing that. Yes, you can have a fabulous stay at one of his hotels or his businesses. Will not demean what he is as a businessman. As a president, he doesn't know what he's doing.
So is all of these types of protests a bunch of pomp and circumstance?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
To what end does contributing to a movement like this, contributing to an event, have on this administration?
I wish I had an answer for that, because these are really, really uncertain times. And as somebody who thinks progressively and wants to believe in the future, I'm scared about our future. Personally, I am. This country has elected somebody that doesn't believe in the environment and people. He believes in the bottom dollar. So.
And finally, are there any issues besides environmental issues that has awakened you, so to speak, to the Trump effect?
Yeah. Many issues. Women's rights, gay rights, as a gay male. It's just everything. It's basic human rights. And I honestly don't believe that Trump himself supports all of those issues. What bothers me is his supporters do. That's the awakening that he has pumped up in this country, is white supremacy. I hate to say that because I don't want to believe that's what's happening, but that is what I believe is happening. Nationalism.
You should have went to Tim Tebow's Night to Shine last night and taken somebody who is mentally challenged to a dance instead of protesting against the President of the United States.
Go to Guatemala. Roll up your sleeves. Go
on a
see how the
mission
poor
trip.
live.
Help the real needy.
Go watch the kids with
Use
no
your
teeth
time
and pull their
well.
teeth out.
I don't really have the money to go to a third world country, but I think that's a good thing. If anyone who's willing to do it, but I think they kind of make assumptions about what I do, and that political organizing is somehow mutually exclusive to charity work, even though my family are social workers that have helped mentally disabled people.
No,
I care about this country. I care about the physical.
If you cared about this country, you'd honor the President of the United States.
That's what you would
If you
do.
cared about this country, you'd stop using your free time, whatever that is, away from school and work.
The pipeline risks.
Come around you like this because people aren't seeing.
What is the environmental impact on animals? What is the environment?
Anti-Trump people?
Wait.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Protesting president is not going to do anything. You need to use your time wisely. Excuse me? What are you protest? You're working against his voice. Where were the protesters when Obama wasn't really protecting the people of this country and allowing all of these terrorists to come into our country? There wasn't then. There wasn't any protest then.
You have a lot of freedom here, which you don't appreciate it. You go anywhere else, all those protests that's going on in here, in other country, you're dead. They just shoot you and they kill you and they don't care. The government don't care.
With me and my family, we stood behind my dad and we built a multi-million-dollar business, okay? No one gave my dad anything. My great-grandfather came over from Italy. Nothing. He was a gardener. He's doing all the jobs that everyone says no one wants to do. He went back to Italy. He came here legally, and then he went back to Italy.
What are you doing?
The agency that is built to protect the environment, Trump's pick to protect that is A-OK with poisoning people. The Dakota Access Line. He's okay with doing that. Are you okay with poisoning scores of people? Are you okay with that?
What are you doing?
Is that
What are you
acceptable
doing?
for you?
What are you doing?
Sitting on a corner and protesting, not going to get you anything, Jack.
If you care about this country, do you care about the physical reality of this country? Do you care about the water quality of this country?
Physical reality is you doing something to help someone in need, not standing on the corner.
Do you have any opportunities for things I could do?
Go on a mission. Go on a church group.
Stop planning protests against your president of the United States.
I need you to give me things to do.
The president who really wants to help people. We're not
He's
saying
not
racist.
We're not saying not do anything. Okay.
Well, what should I do? Can you give me some kind of specific action?
Do you belong to any?
Go to your local church and find out where there's mission trips.
There's
Because
tons of mission
he went to
trips.
Guatemala.
Are you for this movement or against this movement?
Are you?
What's the question?
All right, so yeah,
I'm just saying.
it appears that we have someone who's not part of the movement.
We're protesting the nomination of Scott Pruitt
The nomination of Scott Pruitt.
to head of the EPA because he's spent most of his career suing the Environmental Protection Agency. So this seems like a conflict of interest if he's now being appointed head of that agency. We're against his support of the Dakota Access Pipeline and the Keystone XL Pipeline.
Okay.
Do you know how many people are going to go to work because of that? And do you know how our energy bills are going to go down because of that? We need to use our own resources in this country rather than getting our resources from the very countries that want to cause terror on our country.
We're skipping topics here very fast, and I'm not getting a chance to talk about them. The Keystone XL Pipeline, there are going to be about 35 permanent jobs from it, they found, and Auburn University researchers have found an estimated 91 spills over its 50-year lifespan.
I can't honestly debate you on the Keystone Pipeline. I'm not really up to that right
spills.
now. I'm not up to that. So, okay.
So you need to appreciate the freedom that you have here and respect other people's opinion, even if you disagree with them. Definitely.
You know what? That's a whole nother topic, okay? The Central Disease, the CDC, that is a whole nother topic. And what they're doing in the whole cancer industry and the vaccinations, it's a whole nother topic.
Elections, there's consequences, and with this election, we're going to have a pro-business president that the EPA kind of got out of control. It's a little bit out of control. Because if you really know what CO2 does, trees kind of filter that, right? That's kind of basic science. Okay.
No, but you know what? You know how everybody here, I tell my husband, everybody protests about everything.
All right, well, I'd like to say I do not support the censorship of protests, and I am very grateful, as I was saying, that we have the freedom in this country to protest, but I think the point of that freedom, you should exercise it for it to keep its
But
meaning.
you shouldn't take advantage of the freedom. I think
Same advice I gave my children, okay? Go to a third world country, okay? See what's there, okay? Come back to this wonderful blessing of a country, okay? And say, I'm going to do something to help these people.
Okay.
Be an optometrist, become a doctor, become a dentist, become something that you can help. Okay? Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Okay,
This man is trying to run a business here, okay? There's people trying to make a living here. If you're protesting and blocking it, then the word gets out that there's constant strife in front of Trump International, and then people aren't going to come here. And then he's going to have to close, and then they're going to have to lay people off. Okay? So when you get grounded and go travel and see the differences in the world, then you'll be a better person. Okay?
Now, did you find any common ground with any of the Trump supporters that engaged with you?
I think I think we both kind of share a view that instead of hating people for their beliefs, you should try and understand where they come from and why they believe what they believe and how that relates to what you believe.
What does it make you want to do next? Is there some change in your direction of how you want to plan these future events? Is it irrelevant to you? Is it a distraction? Did this somehow shape or color your opinion moving forward?
I think I want to keep going with how things are. I think the tone of the current America's Day of Reflection rallies are pretty positive. I think they kind of mischaracterized them, really. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, but I'm going to try, if people talk again, to I'm going to understand where they're coming from and explain why I think what I think. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Birk. What we have here is a young activist who is encountering old activism, old pillars, old walls, old establishments, and old symbols. But even in interactions, he was able to find some kind of common ground from much older people, much more experienced people, much more wealthy people. And yet he kept a firmer, calmer ground, I would say, than even they did. And I think through that is the takeaway from this whole experience, is that we may have come from some of these older platforms, but it's people like young activist Birk here who's creating new ones that we can actually cross over to and get behind. I'm Cee with Real Progressives, signing off.
A lot of people on the left of the political spectrum kind of ignore that, but I think we shouldn't have a condescending attitude. So I'd like to say I'm trying to understand everyone's opinion and state
And
mine.
that's the best thing. You need to keep open-minded, because when we start shutting each other off, then it's not good. It's not good. So
All right.
God bless you. And good luck
bless
to you.
you. Thank you.
You seem like a very nice young man.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. Take
God bless
care.
you guys.
Take care.
God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
That was weird.
That was